Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Brigadier General Mary Krieger, the Commanding General of the Medical Readiness Command East, and Command Sergeant Major Rebecca Booker, the Command Sergeant Major of Medical Readiness Command East, in concert with Blanchfield Army Community Hospital Command Team Colonel Vincent Myers and Command Sergeant Major Marlon Falls, welcome to the Medical Readiness Command East and 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Army Best Medic Competition Recognition Ceremony. At this time, we would like to extend a sincere welcome to our distinguished guests. Mr. Bill Harpel, Civilian Aide, Emeritus to the Secretary of the Army, and 2010 Champion of Fort Campbell. Mr. Phil Harpel, Civilian Aide to the Secretary of the Army, Tennessee North, and 2010 Champion of Fort Campbell. Brigadier General John Lubis, Deputy Commanding General, Operations 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. Command Sergeant Major Amara Fofana, Rear Command Sergeant Major, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. Veteran of Foreign War, First Sergeant Gennaro Azza, United States Army retired, and Sergeant First Class William Doucette, United States Army retired. And a warm welcome to all the Medical Readiness Command East and 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Command teams, families, friends, and all other guests joining us virtually from their home station. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be with us today and to recognize 20 of the Medical Readiness Command East's and 8 of the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault's finest soldiers. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party. The Medical Readiness Command East Commanding General, Brigadier General Mary Krieger, and Medical Readiness Command East Command Sergeant Major Rebecca Booker. And please remain standing for honors to the nation and the invocation delivered by Chaplain Fortune Aizaboke.
Please join me as I share the invocation. Gracious and faithful God, we gather here today in honor of these successful competitors as they prepare to receive some well-deserved recognition for their hard work and resilience through a rigorous Best Medic competition. I especially want to remember the authority and leadership of this program, the leaders, trainers, and cadres who devoted time, energy, and commitment to ensure that these competitors finish in flying colors. Bless them abundantly and replenish their desire and strength to keep on developing soldiers. For our competitors, winners, and Best Medic, today, we are most thankful for all the many blessings, the health, wellness of mind, aptitude in training, and the wherewithal to go through this training from start to finish. Please grant each one a deep feeling of satisfaction and sense of accomplishment. Let each one go forth to apply, learn, and obtain skills in their various productive and fruitful endeavors. I pray your grace upon everyone gathered here to support and celebrate these winners, Best Medic. Bless our time here together as we share in the joys of success. I pray in your most holy and precious name with thanksgiving. Amen.
Please be seated. At this time, we would also like to take the opportunity to thank the 101st and the Medical Readiness Command East units reaching from New York down to Georgia to east of the Mississippi and Blanchfield Army Community Hospital for their hard work and dedication putting this competition together. This event would not have been possible without their support and safe execution of all competition operations. And now, Team 1, representing Troop Command, Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, Bethesda, Maryland. Sergeant First Class Kwame Drew and Staff Sergeant Glenn Meyer. Team 2, representing Wynn Army Community Hospital, Fort Stewart, Georgia, Sergeant First Class Anita Jaramillo and Sergeant Bailey Bayales. Team 3, representing Blanchfield Army Community Hospital, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Staff Sergeant Terrence Lyson and Staff Sergeant Justin Scherfeld. Team 4, representing Moncrief Army Health Clinic, Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Captain Andy Kim and Staff Sergeant Samuel Worsley. Team 5, representing Martin Army Community Hospital, Fort Benning, Georgia, Sergeant First Class Michael Arthur and Staff Sergeant James Gabisum. Team 6, representing Dwight D. Eisenhower Army Medical Center, Fort Gordon, Georgia, Captain Gail Benton and Sergeant Tyler Bailey. Team 7, representing McDonald Army Health Center, Joint Base Langley, Eustis, Virginia, Major Samuel Ochenang and Staff Sergeant Tyson Currents. Team 8, representing Guthrie Ambulatory Healthcare Clinic, Fort Drum, New York, Sergeant First Class Alfonso Bernal Stevens and Sergeant First Class Corey Parker. Team 9, representing Kimbrough Ambulatory Care Center, Fort Meade, Maryland, First Lieutenant Jacob Peterson and Staff Sergeant Ryan Thomas. Team 10, representing Womack Army Medical Center, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Staff Sergeant Thomas Glenn and Staff Sergeant Alex Plumley. Team 11, representing 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Sergeant Percy Franklin III and Specialist Thomas Roberts. Team 12, representing Combat Aviation Brigade, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Captain Joshua Stagel and Staff Sergeant Daniel Tersey. Team 13, representing 1st Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Staff Sergeant Richard Absalon and Specialist Colton Atkinson. And Team 14, representing 1st Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, Staff Sergeant Grant Whitaker and Sergeant Nicholas Rodriguez. Today's ceremony marks the completion of the Medical Readiness Command East and the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Best Medic Competition, where 14 teams showcased their medical tactical proficiency, demonstrating that they are ready, responsive, and relevant. The candidates competed in 2-member teams consisting of a combination of officers and enlisted, holding either the Combat Medical Badge or the Expert Field Medical Badge. Each team, over a period of 96 hours, completed the daunting tasks of an Army Combat Fitness Test, obstacle course, weapon qualification, and zero, combat water survival, written exam, unknown distance ruck marches, day and night land navigation, stress shoot, health service support brief, tactical combat casualty care, prolonged field care scenario, medical evacuation, and a mystery event. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the monitors on your right for a video of our competitors in action.
These competitors are going to stand out just based on the skill sets that they get. They're going to challenge themselves to do more than they thought possible. They're going to leave this competition with a knowledge, more confidence, and better skill set than when they came in. Our best medic competition is going to hone on those technical and tactical skill sets that our soldiers already have, and we're going to challenge them to do just a little bit more than they do back at their home station. And so we've added a little bit more toughness, a little bit more realistic training that they would do downrange if they happen to go to that level.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give our 2022 Medical Readiness Command East and 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Best Medic competitors a Screaming Eagle round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a Screaming Eagle welcome to our guest speaker for today's ceremony, our very own Medical Readiness Command East, Commanding Brigadier General Mary Krieger.
I was told here on the ground you gotta hustle everywhere. They oriented me. Hey, good morning, Fort Campbell. Wow, what a phenomenal day, phenomenal setting. I could not be more grateful to be here with Command Sergeant Major Booker and all of you competitors, cadre, family, friends, just amazing. I do want to extend a special welcome to our distinguished guests and friends, Mr. Phil Harpel, Mr. Bill Harpel, Brigadier General Lubis, old friend, and so always great to have a chance to work together again. Command Sergeant Major Fofana, our two veterans who are presenting awards today, Sergeant First Class Retired Doucette and First Sergeant Aza. Thank you so much for being here. It really is important for us to see the shoulders that we stand upon as we take Army medicine forward to support lethality going into the future. Fort Campbell and community leaders, command teams, soldiers, civilians, friends of Medical Readiness Command East and the Ready Now team. I know schedules are busy, so thank you for honoring these competitors with your presence here today as we recognize them in the inaugural Medical Readiness Command East competition. I do want to extend a special thanks to the 101st Airborne Division, the Sabalowski Air Assault School. I mean, does it get better? I don't think so. The Rascon School of Combat Medicine for hosting our team and providing accesses to the finest training resources that the Army has to offer. Command Sergeant Major Booker and I could not be prouder of every one of our competitors. The time that you have invested to train, prepare, and perform in this mentally and physically demanding competition. While only one team will move forward to represent the Ready Now Command at the Army's Best Medic competition, each of the individuals before you embody the very best talent in Army medicine. So competitors, all of you, our Army medicine competitors, our 101st competitors, please rise so the audience can join me in a round of applause to honor you and everything you've brought. Outstanding. You can take your seats. Now, a competition of this magnitude requires a huge investment of planning, manpower, and hard work to succeed. Long hours of training and validation to ensure our competitors are provided a world-class event. Now, this is my third or fourth competition while I've been in command, and I want to tell you, it doesn't wear off. My awe of our senior enlisted who make this happen, who put our soldiers through the rigor required to train them to know that when the call of medic comes down range, that every one of these soldiers knows that they're giving the best that that soldier can get. So with that in mind, I want you to give special thanks to the commands first for providing your very best, the Command Sergeant Majors for leading the way, and the Fort Campbell Medac for your tireless work behind the scenes. So I'd like to ask, and I know a lot of them are already standing because there's so many here, but all who served as planners, cadre, or supported this event in any capacity, please stand. I'm actually going to give you a moment to not be shy. So if you have seats, stand up. If you have black hats, I can see you, so you better stand up. And everybody else, please join me in a rousing round of applause for these folks. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, recognizing that November is Military Family Month and in honor of the sacrifices that our families routinely make, I just want to give a shout out to our family members who supported their loved ones as they participate in this competition. My husband reminds me that houses don't run themselves and kids don't get themselves where they need to be. So I know that the fact that your family members were here meant that was additional work on you. 2 months ago, we honored the proud legacy of Regional Health Command Atlantic as we cased its colors and we transitioned to Medical Readiness Command East. Now, this historic moment signified a fundamental transformation, an actual fracturing of our identity with our brick and mortar facilities to a more holistic role centered around our readiness mission in support of the total force. And that's really what this competition is all about. Showcasing Army medicine's best and affirming our commitment that we will push ourselves to the extreme to answer the call of medic anytime, anywhere. That is our why, and this competition helps us deliver on that. Now, over the last 72 hours, 14 teams, 10 from MedCom and 4 from the 101st, were challenged mentally and physically to determine who will represent our command here in the Army's Best Medic competition in January down at Fort Polk, which, oh, by the way, I am confident that the road to the Army's Best Medic runs through Fort Campbell. Huh? So this competition challenged the competitors' tactical and technical prowess, provided this opportunity to showcase their strengths while overcoming fatigue, and then move them outside their comfort zones to show them what really lies within and all that they can accomplish. They were required to shoot, move, communicate, medicate, and survive throughout this competition. They brought their best as they pushed themselves through the ACFT, the infamous Sobolowski Air Assault Obstacle Course. They showed proficiency with small arms, weapon systems, day and night land nav, combat water survival training, tactical combat casualty care, prolonged field care, which, let me tell you, that is where we need to be going to make sure we're ready for the future fight, and then medical evacuation under extreme conditions. These tasks are not notional. They are the exact requirements that these soldiers will require to successfully answer the call of medic from our warriors on the future battlefield. This competition is combat training at its best. Now, this Friday, we celebrate Veterans Day, honoring the men and women who have come before us, answering the call of service to our great nation. We do stand on the shoulders of giants, and we owe them a debt of gratitude for our freedoms. We cannot take any of that for granted. We honor their legacy and we honor their service through events such as this that affirm our commitment, endurance, and resiliency to remain ready now. Sergeant Major Booker and I could not be more proud of what was accomplished here at Fort Campbell, and we remain honored to serve alongside each and every one of you. So my final charge, as you return, and cadre, as you return to your camps, posts, and stations across this command in the East, I challenge you to share these experiences, what you've learned over the course of the last 72 hours. Invest in the development of your teammates, because we need every single one of you at the top of your game. Our nation requires that. It is our responsibility to build tomorrow's medical warriors today. So without further ado, let's find out who will be representing the Ready Now region at the Ready Now Command at the Army's Best Medic competition in January at Fort Polk. It is a great day to be a soldier. It is a great day to be part of Army medicine. Excellence begins in the East. Ready Now, Army medicine is Army strong. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will announce the winners of the Best Medic competition. Please remain seated during the reading of orders. The team with the second highest score of the Medical Readiness Command East Best Medic competition. Team 3, Staff Sergeant Terrence Lyson and Staff Sergeant Justin Sherfield from Blanchfield Army Community Hospital, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Attention to orders. The Army Achievement Medal is hereby awarded to Staff Sergeant Terrence Lyson and Staff Sergeant Justin Sherfield for superior achievement and earning the title for the second best medic team during the Medical Readiness Command East and 101st Airborne Division Air Assault United States Army Best Medic Competition. Staff Sergeant Lyson and Staff Sergeant Sherfield's motivation and demonstration of tactical medical proficiency throughout the competition set them apart from their peers. Their exceptional display of leadership and physical endurance has earned them the title of Best Medic for this event. Their efforts and dedication to duty reflect great credit upon themselves, the Regional Health Command Atlantic, the United States Army Medical Command, and the United States Army. Signed, Mary V. Krieger, Brigadier General, Commanding. At this time, our distinguished guests, United States Army retired veterans of foreign wars, First Sergeant Gennaro L. Aza and Sergeant First Class William R. Doucette, will come forward to place the first place team trophy on the stands to your left. First Sergeant Aza joined the Army in 1966, served in Vietnam December 1966 to December 1967 as a combat engineer, assigned to the 65th Combat Engineer Battalion, retiring from the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, Kentucky in 1990 after serving 24 years. Sergeant First Class Doucette joined the Army in 1989, serving in Saudi Arabia as a chaplain's assistant assigned to the 864th Engineer Battalion, retiring after 26 years of service. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the winning team of the Medical Readiness Command East Best Medic Competition. Team 6, Captain Gail Benton and Skylar Bailey from Dwight D. Eisenhower Army Medical Center, Fort Gordon, Georgia. Attention to orders. The Army Commendation Medal is hereby awarded to Captain Gail Benton and Sergeant Tyler Bailey for superior achievement in earning the title Medical Readiness Command East Best Medic Team during the Medical Readiness Command East Best Medic Competition. Captain Benton and Sergeant Bailey's motivation and demonstration of tactical medical proficiency throughout the competition set them apart from their peers. Their exceptional display of leadership and physical endurance has earned them the title of Best Medic for this event. Their efforts and dedication to duty reflect great credit upon themselves, the Regional Health Command Atlantic, the United States Army Medical Command, and the United States Army. Signed, Mary V. Kruger, Brigadier General, Commanding. And now, for the highest scoring candidate of the Medical Readiness Command East Best Medic Competition. Captain Gail Benton, once again, from Dwight D. Eisenhower Army Medical Center, Fort Gordon, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Brigadier General John Lubis and Command Sergeant Major Amaro Fofana will come forward to present the award and trophies. For the team with the highest score from the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Team 14, Staff Sergeant Grant Whitaker and Sergeant Nicholas Rodriguez. From 1st Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Attention to orders. The Army Commendation Medal is hereby awarded to Staff Sergeant Grant Whitaker and Sergeant Nicholas Rodriguez for superior achievement in earning the title 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Army Best Medic during the Medical Readiness Command East and 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Army Best Medic Competition. Staff Sergeant Whitaker and Sergeant Rodriguez's motivation and demonstration of tactical medical proficiency throughout the competition set them apart from their peers. Their exceptional display of leadership and physical endurance earned them the title 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Army Best Medic for this event. Their efforts and dedication to duty reflect great credit upon themselves, the Regional Health Command Atlantic, the United States Army Medical Command, and the United States Army. Signed, John Lubis, Brigadier General, Commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one final round of applause for the winners of the 2022 Medical Readiness Command East and 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Best Medic Competition. And now, please rise for the playing of the Screaming Eagles song and the Army song. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. We thank you for attending. At this time, we ask that you please come forward and congratulate the winners of the 2022 Medical Readiness Command East and 101st Airborne Division Air Assault Best Medic Competition teams, as well as the rest of our competitors. We ask that you continue to follow the CDC guidelines and please stay within a safe distance with the exception to brief engagements. Thank you. I am Staff Sergeant Reyes, the voice of the Eagle. Good day, Air Assault.